Hello, welcome back to the Chelsea debate, where Chelsea have just beaten Sheffield United 2-0 in the FA Cup quarter-finals. Wasn't the best of games, Josh, but we're through to a semi-final of a competition, so we've got to be pleased with that, haven't we?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a vintage performance, but I suppose we sort of had to look at that game as all about the result, which we got. So, yeah, another semi-final.
There's a lot of negative sods on Twitter right now, but it's fine. We're through. We're not going to play perfect every game, so I think everyone, let's be happy. Let's take the positives. Talk about the first goal. It was a bit fortunate, wasn't it? Basically came out to Ben Chilwell on the edge of the box. It was a corner, came out to him. He's rifled it low back in. It wasn't on target, and it's hit Norwood for an own goal. Sometimes, you need that bit of luck, and yeah, it wasn't the best goal, was it?
No, it wasn't a great goal at all, but it's sort of, at the time, to be fair, the pressure that we were applying was good. I feel it was deserved, if that sort of makes sense, although it was an own goal. So unlucky for Norwood, but great for us.
Yeah, first half, I think we looked a lot better. Second half, though, we've got to admit, Sheffield United, for a team who pretty much have been relegated, not mathematically yet, they applied quite a bit of pressure. It was a bit of a makeshift 11 we put out, but that moment that Sheffield United are going to sort of rue was the David McGoldrick header. Talk me through that, because that was shocking.
Well, yeah, Lundstrom with the cross, wasn't it? It took a slight deflection, which sort of made it harder to defend. But McGoldrick, he had 3 or 4 seconds to sort of set himself, and you can see what he was trying to do. But it was just terrible, wasn't it? I think it's actually got to go down as possibly miss of the season. It was woeful.
Yeah, it's like you say, he had the time to measure it. He found the room in the box, and yeah, he's just put it wide. Absolutely shocking. I'd say Sheffield United had a couple of bright moments, but Kepa was in goal today. He made a couple of saves, didn't he? He did all right in goal again in the cup.
Yeah, he did okay, didn't he? He didn't have to do too much, but again, we have talked about it a little bit recently. He's come in, and what he did have to do, he did do well with. So, yeah, I think he's not too bad as a cup keeper. I still stay firm on him. I think he needs to go out on loan, hopefully next season. So I just get nervous when he's in goal. I don't know why, but I just do.
To be fair, he made a save from a shot outside the box, and everyone just was going mental about it. But yeah, fair play. Hopefully that builds his confidence. 2-0 probably flattered us a little bit, if I'm honest, but we scored right at the end of the game. This was a bit of magic, which we lacked quality, but this goal didn't, did it?
No, not at all. Ziyech obviously got the goal, and he actually started off the move, didn't he? And then Chilwell with a lovely assist. But I mean, the finish from Ziyech was just, off his right onto his left, and it was just a beautiful finish. And, we did a video highlighting him, and sort of we were actually talking about that little bit of quality that was missing from his play. Obviously, nice goal the other night. Today, that was a superb goal. Sort of any player in form, out of form, just what a goal. So no, I'm really, fingers crossed now, he's really going to start delivering and start being the player that we all thought he would be.
Yeah, that's 2 in 2 now for him. Yeah, it was a half volley, wasn't it? How it came down to in the bottom corner. He came off the bench. Look, it was a brilliant goal, and like you say, hopefully after the international break now, he's just going to kick on. We actually made like 5 substitutions. It sort of was a bit disjointed. It wasn't. The game didn't really flow for us, and I can sort of understand the frustration from some fans watching it. But look, we've won 2-0 here, and there were some positives. In particular, I quite liked Ben Chilwell. I know we've mentioned, he was involved in both goals today, but he's in that competition with Alonso, so it's interesting. Every game, they're both sort of under scrutiny, really, to see who can get it. It's all right, didn't he, today?
Yeah, no, he looked good. And, there's been a lot of talk of, depending on the system, if it's a left back, then it's Chilwell. If it's a left wing back, it's Alonso. So it was really good to see Chilwell contributing going forwards as well, wasn't it? Involved in both goals. So no, that's lovely to see. Again, hopefully he's a player that can kick on from there now and start doing that on a more regular basis. I mean, the thing is, it was a bit of a sort of hard watch, wasn't it, the game? But what we have got to remember is playing against Sheffield United, it was sort of a no-win game because we were expected to beat them. So, even if we'd have won, say, 3-0, the fans would have still not. Well, we're expected to win, which we are. So it's hard for the players to go into a game like that. And then obviously he did make a lot of changes. Like you said, it was a little bit disjointed. But I think the players that came in, they didn't do bad. Emerson, I thought, had a decent game. Obviously, you just spoke about Chilwell. I thought Zuma had another good game. I don't know what you thought of him.
Yeah, he was pretty solid back there. It was quite interesting. He played in the middle as well because Christensen came back into the team. Obviously, he was unwell, so he just played an hour today. But Zuma stayed in that middle, and we've got the options back there. Interesting. Emerson played left centre back, so options. One more player I want to give a mention to is Billy Gilmore, who came in today. It wasn't quite on the level of when he played against Liverpool previous season, but he got the ball several times, looked quite efficient with it. It seemed like sometimes the players weren't on the right wavelength like that. In the final third, we were just sort of lacking, weren't we, today? But he was positive, wasn't he?
No, he was positive, and I think obviously we've seen him play in the Cup this year, but he's not had a lot of minutes besides that. So, for a young, relatively inexperienced player, I do think we have got to sort of cut him a little bit of slack because, when was the last FA Cup game? 3-4 weeks ago. So, only playing at these times, it's going to be hard for him to come in, especially into a team where there's a fair few players who haven't had a lot of minutes. So, efficient's probably the right word to describe his performance. I would just like to give a little nod to Pulisic.
Yeah.
Because, I think that people, I am just seeing some stuff pop up on Twitter, and obviously people are sort of going on about his finishing because he could have had a couple today. But I thought his overall play was really good. I was quite impressed with him myself.
Yeah, he did look good. He actually got man of the match on the television, and he's quite a divisive figure in terms of with the fan base. And some people love him, some hate him. I really like him. Ultimately, though, if he's going to be in this team, he's got to improve that end product. To be fair, he got kicked a lot today, didn't he? It seemed like they targeted him, didn't they?
Yeah, no, it did. I mean, he had the one that did look quite nasty. I can't remember what Sheffield United player, but it was studs just down the back of the legs.
Yeah, it's down the Achilles, wasn't
it? Yeah, you saw him go down. I did think, that did look a bit of a cruncher, to be fair. Yeah. So, it's frustrating. But again, he's finishing, he has got to improve on. But as we said on that video highlighting him the other day, he is still young enough to develop that side of his game. So I was just pleased with his sort of work rate and just his general play. I thought was good today. It was just, if he took one or both of those chances that he had, we'd be sat here singing about Christian Pulisic, wouldn't we? So I think, that's how we've got to look at it. And like I said, it wasn't a vintage performance, but I think we should be excited. It's another FA Cup semi-final, and hopefully we can go on and go one better than last year.
Yeah, it'd be great. So in terms of now, we've rotated players. We're going to the international break. Pretty much job done. Still unbeaten under the manager. And if we look at this tournament, we've got it here: Southampton, Manchester City, and then the winner of tonight's game is Man United Leicester, isn't it? So you'd say you want to avoid City, but if you're going to win this tournament, you are going to have to beat them, aren't you? Really, realistically.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I suppose you'd get a lot of fans saying that the ideal draw would be Southampton and let the Manchester derby be in the semi-final. But it's like we said the other night, isn't it, in relation to the Champions League? You get to the latter end of tournaments, there is no easy game, is there? Because, even Southampton, they're going to be well up for it because it's a chance for them to get into a cup final. So there's no easy draws. To be honest, I really do fancy us with whoever we go in against. Obviously, you wouldn't, I'd rather wait and have City in the final.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you've got to play them, so it may as well be in the semis. And 14 unbeaten. I think it was mentioned we've done over 11 hours now at home, not conceded. We're not conceding anywhere, are we? It's just brilliant. And I don't know. I fancy us against anybody.
Yeah, that defensive record is a joke, isn't it, at the minute? And we can sort of carry that on. I think we'll sort of wrap the video up there. I'm going to watch United Leicester later. Hopefully that's a bit more entertaining. But look, guys, we're through to an FA Cup semi-final, and we're on such a roll at the minute. So have you got any final words?
No, be positive. I'm just seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter and Instagram that's a bit negative. But no, just be positive. It's another semi-final. 14, is it, unbeaten now under the manager? We roll on.
Yeah, absolute flying. Follow us on Twitter at Chelsea_debate and on Instagram, _Chelsea_debate. We're going to do some videos during the international break, maybe any a few different segments. So if you got any suggestions, just put it down in the comments. And yeah, we're loving doing this. Appreciate all the love. So like and subscribe, and we'll be back soon. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.